guys, and welcome back to my channel. I promised you all a few weeks ago that I would make another video going through the early stages of being diagnosed with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. So let's get this started. I had reached out to an aunt as well as my mom and dad to kind of get some insight as to what they saw as I was a toddler going through this. I was always a happy baby, happy toddler. I just was really swollen and in a lot of pain. I loved staying the night at my aunt's house, even though we always knew that it would result in her having to take me home in the middle of the night because I would be in so much pain. I just wanted to be with my mom and dad, as any kid would. So she would load me up in the car and take me home. So, and she always, felt bad for me, and I don't want anybody to feel bad for me. We never know why we were chosen to have this. A lot of people say, because you're strong. But you know what? Sometimes you don't feel strong. But with a strong, supportive family, that's what's gotten me through all of this. So, my mom said I was always happy and healthy. I never got ear infections or anything else like the other kids did. And when I was 2.5, they had gotten me up out of bed to get ready to go to the babysitter's house. And they stood me up and I just started screaming. Well, they sat me back down and I stopped. And a couple nights prior to that, my dad had taken me to my Uncle Bob and Aunt Tony's house, and they had a lot of plants, and so they thought, well, maybe she stepped on a cactus needle. But they couldn't see anything in the bottom of my foot. So they went ahead and got me ready and took me to the babysitter and explained to the babysitter what was going on. And when they picked me up, she said it had taken her a little bit, but she played with the kids and did great. So that was great news. On a later day, I had spent the night with my grandma and grandpa Sherbrooke, my dad's mom and dad, and my Nana, which is my mom's mom, had stopped by to see me. And she ended up calling my mom at work, who worked at the hospital at the time, letting her know that my grandparents were taking me to the emergency room because I was so swollen. So the doctors didn't know what was going on. The doctor told my mom and dad, oh, she's just spoiled too much. She's carried too much by her grandparents. And yeah, they agreed, but then in a sense, I couldn't walk. I was too swollen. I was in too much pain. So, they had admitted me for observation, but couldn't find a reason what was going on. And he suggested to take me to a pediatrician in another town. So, my mom scheduled that appointment, and they did lab work and everything, and told my mom to come back in a week, and that he would have some answers for us. So when my mom went back that week, that was the week that we found out that I had juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. And we still don't know, at that time, we didn't know what the outcome was going to be, what kind of life I was going to have. This was all new to us. So, baby aspirin was about all I could take at the time. Later on, they had started me on some other medications that I'll get to in a minute. But the weather never seemed to bother me at that stage of the game. Now, later on, yes, but we'll get to that when we cross that bridge. Um, some of the medications that they tried me on after we had moved from Michigan to Wyoming was one called liquid gold injections. And I was on that for several years. And at that time, I became my dad's golden girl because of the name gold injections, right? So I was also on methotrexate, Zorprin. I remember a lot of these. Some of these were pills that I couldn't swallow. I mean, and as being a little kid, it's hard. So my grandma would make homemade applesauce, and she would send it to me, and that's how I would take my medication. And I still cannot go to the store today and buy applesauce and eat it because it is not the same at all. As many of you probably know, it doesn't taste as grandma's or mom's is always better than the stores. So, and they had always told my mom and dad, oh, she'll probably outgrow it. And when I was 16, my mom had come to the realization that I wasn't going to outgrow it. And we didn't know what the outcome was going to be. But here I am, living life to the best that I can, and raising a family, and trying my best to not let rheumatoid arthritis win. And I want each and every one of you, whether you're battling it yourself, your child is battling it, you have a friend who is battling it, or their child is battling it, to be a support to them. Don't ever let them give up, because if you give up, you're giving in to the disease. And yes, I have my good days and I have my bad days, but I walk out with a smile on my face when I go into the grocery store. And my philosophy is, believe it or not, fake it till you make it. I don't want sympathy. I am just telling my story to raise awareness about juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, because I don't know how many times in my life I have been asked, oh, did you injure yourself? And I'll tell them, no, I have arthritis. And I would always get the response, you're too young for that. You are never too young. And I'm walking proof of that. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And sorry if I rambled on a lot. But if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks!